Is bankruptcy the perfect route for those saddled with a suffocating debt or a humiliating sentence with long-lasting consequences? This is the first in a series of videos which will consider many aspects of bankruptcy, the practicalities, the alternatives, and the pros and cons of this drastic step. What exactly is bankruptcy? I'm Daniel Barnett, a barrister practicing in London, and I'm the presenter of the LBC Legal Hour on LBC Radio. In this video, I'm going to look at the basics of bankruptcy. Given that many people's knowledge of the subject doesn't extend much beyond the Monopoly board, I'm starting this series with a broad overview of what exactly bankruptcy entails. Before I begin, can I ask you to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so, and please click the notification bell to make sure you're alerted to my future Legal Explainer videos. I'll give you 4 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you. In essence, bankruptcy is a way of wiping the slate clean, or at least cleaner. It will clear most, although not all, of your unsecured debt, but it comes at a considerable cost. You'll have to hand over your assets, basically everything you own, to the receiver, the person at the insolvency service appointed to manage your bankruptcy, who will act as a trustee. The process is governed by the Insolvency Act 1986 as well as the Insolvency Rules 2016, which apply in England and Wales. You might decide to make yourself bankrupt, or a creditor might apply to make you bankrupt if they think you are unable to pay your debts and you owe them £5,000 or more. But it's a last resort. You can't be made bankrupt unless you have no way of paying back your debts. Once bankrupt, most of your assets are sold to raise money for the people to whom you owe money. But your creditors have to make a formal claim. You can't pay them directly. You're entitled to keep items you need for your job and household items, which are known as exempt goods. Your bank accounts will be frozen immediately and you'll have to contact the official receiver. You need to do that in order to get money for living costs. Any assets or spare income, the money that's left over after living costs are calculated, will be transferred into your bankruptcy estate. And money will also be taken out of your assets to pay for the bankruptcy process. If you own your own home, your receiver might decide to sell it in order to pay off your debts. Then your creditors, that's the people you owe money to, will be paid. If there's any money left over, it will be returned to you. If everyone is paid in full and all the fees for the bankruptcy have been paid, then you can pay to have your bankruptcy annulled or cancelled. Bankruptcy usually lasts for a year. Your remaining debts are then cancelled, and you can make a relatively fresh start unless the court changes the duration of your bankruptcy. You can start making purchases again and potentially create new debts, but you may be required to continue paying off your old debts in certain circumstances. If you have enough disposable income after your bankruptcy, enough to pay £20 a month in instalments, but an amount that the court says you can reasonably live on, you might be asked to continue to pay off some of your debts for another 3 years. That's called an income payments agreement, or an IPA. If you don't agree to the IPA, your trustee can apply for an income payments order, or IPO, from the court. This will force you to pay your debts and will also run for 3 years or more. I hope this short introduction to bankruptcy has set the scene. If creditors are breathing down your neck, or if you're considering declaring yourself insolvent, these videos here and here provide further information on the subject. I'm Daniel Barnett. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe if you don't do so already. Bye bye.